Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone. And a very good day to Cikgu Arman. We are students from University Kuala Lumpur Business School. We are in class group M10 and from group 8 will be presenting about predatory pricing. Our group members consist of 5 members which are Shahril, Azim, Aishah, Aiman, and Ahmad.
So we are going to explain about the introduction of predatory pricing. Predatory pricing refers to a pricing strategy adopted by a dominant firm with the intention of driving competitors out of the market by setting prices below their cost of production. This anti-competitive practice aims to create barriers to entry, deter potential entrants, and ultimately establish or maintain a monopoly position in the market. To provide a comprehensive definition of predatory pricing, we can draw upon the work of legal scholars and economic experts in the field. According to legal scholars Philip Herita and Donald Turner, predatory pricing can be defined as the pricing of goods or services below an appropriate measure of cost for the purpose of eliminating competition or disciplining competitors. They further elaborate that predatory pricing is the sacrifice of present revenues in order to gain or maintain future monopoly profits.
For more additional information, according to economist and legal scholar Richard Posner, he provides an economic perspective on predatory pricing, stating that it involves pricing below the seller's incremental costs in order to drive rivals out of the market and raise prices to consumers above competitive levels. Posner emphasizes the strategic intent of predatory pricing as a means to eliminate competition and subsequently exercise market power. Furthermore, according to the United States Department of Justice, DOJ, they defines predatory pricing as the pricing of goods or services below their incremental cost with the intent, or reasonable expectation, of driving rivals out of the market and of being able to raise prices in the future to recoup foregone profits. Moreover, referring to the European Commission's, their definition of predatory pricing states that it involves a dominant firm selling goods or services at a price below cost with the aim of excluding competitors from the market. This definition highlights the relationship between predatory pricing, market dominance, and the exclusionary effect on competitors.
Moving on to the characteristics of predatory pricing. There are 8 characteristics which is below-cost pricing. Temporary nature. Dominant firm position. Intent to deter or eliminate competition. Recoupment strategy. Exclusionary objective. Strategic pricing. And distortion of market competition.
First, starting with below-cost pricing. Predatory pricing involves selling goods or services at prices lower than the costs incurred by the firm in producing them. Next, temporary nature. This characteristic is typically implemented for a limited period to eliminate competitors or deter new entrants. Once competitors are driven out or deterred, the dominant firm can raise prices and recoup its losses. Third is dominant firm position. This characteristic is often employed by firms with a dominant market position, allowing them to sustain losses during the predatory period while competitors cannot. Fourth characteristic is intent to deter or eliminate competition. This predatory pricing is implemented with the specific intent to eliminate or deter competition in the market.
Next is recoupment strategy. The predatory firm anticipates recouping the losses incurred during the predatory pricing period by later increasing prices or reducing output to exploit its dominant position.
Besides, the 6th predatory pricing characteristics is exclusionary objective. This predatory pricing aims to create barriers to entry or discourage potential entrants from entering the market, ensuring the dominant firm maintains its market power. The second last predatory pricing strategy is strategic pricing. This characteristic is a deliberate pricing strategy employed by the dominant firm as part of its overall business strategy. Last but not least, distortion of market competition. This predatory pricing characteristics distorts market competition by creating an unfair advantage for the dominant firm, making it difficult for smaller competitors to survive.
Moving forward to factors of usage. Several factors can influence the decision of a company to employ predatory pricing as a strategic approach. Understanding these factors provides insights into the motivations behind its usage. There are 8 factors of usage. The first one starts with market power. Market power refers to a firm's ability to influence prices and market outcomes. Companies with significant market power are more likely to engage in predatory pricing. They have the resources and market position to sustain losses during the predatory period, making it difficult for smaller competitors to compete. Next is barriers to entry. Predatory pricing becomes an attractive option when there are high barriers to entry in a particular market. Industries with substantial barriers, such as high capital requirements, technological complexity, or strict regulations, can discourage new entrants. Dominant firms may use predatory pricing to exploit their established market position and discourage potential competitors from entering. Third is price discrimination opportunities. Price discrimination is the practice of charging different prices to different customers or market segments based on their willingness to pay. Predatory pricing can be employed when a company has the ability to price discriminate effectively. By offering lower prices to target specific customer segments, the firm can effectively exclude competitors and maintain its dominance. The fourth factor of usage is legal environment. The legal framework and regulatory environment play a crucial role in shaping a company's decision to employ predatory pricing. The leniency or strictness of competition laws and the effectiveness of enforcement mechanisms can influence a company's behavior. In jurisdictions with weak enforcement or lenient regulations, firms may be more inclined to engage in predatory pricing. Next, strategic objective is the fifth factor of usage. Companies may use predatory pricing as part of a broader strategic objective. For instance, a firm aiming for market dominance may employ predatory pricing to eliminate or weaken competitors and establish itself as the dominant player. This can lead to increased market share, pricing control, and the ability to shape market dynamics in the long run. Furthermore, the sixth factor of usage is market structure. The market structure, including the number and size of competitors, can influence the decision to use predatory pricing. In concentrated markets with few competitors, a dominant firm may see predatory pricing as an effective means to eliminate or deter competition and solidify its position. The seventh factor of usage is cost advantage. A significant cost advantage over competitors can enable a company to sustain losses during a predatory pricing period. This advantage could stem from economies of scale, technological superiority, or vertical integration. The firm's ability to absorb losses while driving competitors out of the market is a key factor in successful implementation. Lastly, the final factor of usage is retaliatory risks. A company considering predatory pricing must assess the potential retaliatory responses from competitors. If rivals have sufficient resources and market power to respond aggressively, the risk of a protracted price war or other retaliatory actions may discourage the use of predatory pricing as a strategy.
Moving to the advantages and disadvantages of predatory pricing. The first advantage is market dominance, increased market share, and barriers to entry. Next, the disadvantages of predatory pricing are consumer welfare concern, reduced innovation, and legal consequences. The next part is real-life example. We can take the example from the airline industry. In the highly competitive airline industry, dominant carriers have been accused of using predatory pricing to eliminate or weaken competition. For instance, in the 1990s, American Airlines engaged in predatory pricing practices to undermine the low-cost carrier ValueJet. American Airlines significantly reduced its fares on overlapping routes, leading to substantial losses but effectively driving ValueJet out of business. The predatory pricing strategy employed by American Airlines in this example illustrates the use of below-cost pricing to deter competition. By setting prices below their cost of production, American Airlines aimed to undercut ValueJet's pricing and attract customers away from its competitor. The sustained losses incurred during the predatory period were viewed as an investment to eliminate a rival and gain market share in the long run. In conclusion, predatory pricing is a pricing strategy used by dominant firms to eliminate competition and gain market dominance. While it may initially benefit consumers with lower prices, it can ultimately harm consumer welfare by reducing choices, increasing prices, and stifling innovation. Predatory pricing also carries legal consequences and can lead to fines and penalties. Real examples from industries like airlines highlight the challenges associated with predatory pricing. Due to this, policymakers and regulators should carefully consider its impact on competition, consumer welfare, and innovation to maintain fair and efficient markets.